4 Indians, including a woman, have lost their lives in a massive crash involving 5 vehicles in Texas. The victims had connected through a carpooling app and were on their way to Bentonville in Arkansas on Friday when the tragedy struck. The crash led to a fire in the SUV they were in, and they were charred to death. Authorities are relying on DNA testing to confirm their identities. The victims are Aryan Raghunath Orampati, Farooq Shaik, Lokesh Palacharla, and Dharshini Vasudevan. Orampati and his friend Shaik were returning after visiting his cousin in Dallas. Lokesh Palacharla was traveling to Bentonville to meet his wife. Dharshini Vasudevan, who had finished her master's from the University of Texas and had been working in the US, was going to visit her uncle in Bentonville. They connected through a carpooling app, and this helped authorities identify them. Dharshini Vasudevan's father had tagged External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar in a Twitter post 3 days back and sought help in locating his daughter. Dear sir, my daughter Dharshini Vasudevan, holding Indian passport number T6215559, have been in the USA for the last 3 years, 2 years of MS studies, and later 1 year of employment, and stays 3150 Avenue of the Stars Apartment, 1110 Frisco, Texas 75034. Yesterday evening, she took a carpooling along with 3 others around 3 p.m. Till 4 p.m. she was actively messaging and reachable on phone. After 4 p.m. no further contacts could be established with her, as well as other 3 people who were traveling with her, he said in the post. Orampati's father, Subhash Chandra Reddy, owns a Hyderabad-based firm named Max Agri Genetics Private Limited. Aryan completed his engineering degree at Amrita Vishwa Vidya Peetham in Coimbatore. His parents were in the US in May for his convocation at the University of Texas. After the convocation, they asked him to return to India, but he said he wanted to work in the US for 2 more years. Fate has struck like this, said a relative. Orampati's friend Shaik too was from Hyderabad and lived in Bentonville. Dharshini from Tamil Nadu was living in Frisco, Texas. Farooq Shaik's father, Mastan Bali, said he went to the US 3 years back. He went to the US to complete his MS degree. He completed it recently. Mr. Wali is a retired private employee and the family lives in BHEL, Hyderabad. My daughter also lives in US and is handling the situation. According to reports, a speeding truck rear-entered the SUV the victims were traveling in. The car burst into flames and all the occupants were burned to death. The authorities are relying on DNA fingerprinting and teeth and bone remains to confirm the identities. DNA fingerprinting will be done to identify the bodies and the samples will be matched with the parents, a local authority said. Meanwhile, a long weekend in the US has delayed the identification process, prolonging the sufferings of the victims' families. News Desk, Kaumudy Global.